Mm,
Well, you got to put the thing at the bottom.
No, it's a different time, so
Oh,
I had to do something different. That's all.
Whatever that's on your mind, let's talk it out. Ooh, we have the time. Let's talk it out. Ooh, let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out.
Hey, you are now tuned in to another great episode of Talk It Out. And I'm your host, the host with the most, your road dog, your homeboy, Chill. And I can't forget my lovely co-host, the Queen of Canada, the one and only Miss DeBoss. What's going on, DeBoss?
not much then.
Yeah. So, how the weather out there treating you, man?
Well, it seems like it's sunny out, but I see people walking around, but maybe they're very apprehensive because we're on serious lockdown here.
Y'all on serious lockdown in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting to loosen
people
up.
ain't listening.
Yeah, they're starting to loosen up a little bit in the States.
Hmm.
Just a little bit.
Well,
But
we can't get over there, so.
yeah. Well, we have a pretty special guest today in the building. He's a hip hop artist. And, I'm not going to go into his resume. I'm going to let him do that. I got a bad habit of doing that with folks when they come on. So I ain't going to do it this time. I'm going to let that man talk about what that man do, So I would like to bring on the one, the only Pr3MO. What's happening, baby? Pr3MO, what's going on, man?
What to do?
What's good? How you feeling, man?
What's happening, G? What's good?
Oh man, I'm out here, man. Just trying,
man. Just making these moves, stacking this money.
Okay. Pittsburgh, huh? So that's where you at, huh? Pittsburgh. So that's where you at, huh?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh,
PA. Shout out Steelers. You know what it is? Yeah.
Okay.
Pittsburgh, PA.
Okay. All right. So hey, check it out, man. Okay. Well, check it out, man. We are going to. I want you to go into you. How'd you come up with the name? How long you been rocking in the business? What you got going on? All that good stuff for us. Go ahead and run it down.
Well, you know what it is, man. My name Pr3MO, Pr3MO. You know what I mean? We came up with that because, a little while back I was going to Mexico, really influenced by the culture and shit. You know what I mean? And it was all good up in there. So Pr3MO was the name I came back home with. You feel me? Just means cousin and Hispanic. You know what I mean? Mexican and shit. And I just been doing this music thing for about a year and a half now. You know what I mean? And everything been good, man. We've been making moves, doing shows all across the states. Everything, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mostly, we small circle. We just make moves outside. Just make moves.
Okay. So tell us about your experience
Yes, sir.
and what you've acquired so far being in the game.
You know what I mean? Shit, I've been performing for about going on a little bit over a year now, and mostly I learned about the game is just keep grinding. You feel me? Just keep it and being persistent. Whoever you working with, stay on top of them. You feel me? Stay up for yourself, and just try to keep making moves, making contacts. Get to the next show, get to the next studio session, and keep pumping that music out.
Well, what would you say thus far, being early, early in the game right now? What would you say is the biggest lesson that you have learned that you would want to shout out to others and possibly, Can you hear me,
Um,
Primo?
well, you know, my main focus for my music thing early in the game. What? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I said my early. What I learned in the game early was just you know what I mean, push my music out digitally, and I do the social media, but you know what I mean, try to get performances so people can find out more about the music. So what I learned from all that is, you know what I mean, just learn as much as you can about promoting yourself, promoting music when it comes to digitally doing it, whether it's through Spotify, all the major, you feel me? And when it comes to performing, just make sure wherever promoter you're working with, you know what I mean, is everything's straight up. Everything's on the up and up. You know what I mean? Make sure everything gonna be taken care of and just rock your show out, and most of the time another good one comes right after.
So, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned thus far in the business?
Biggest blessing I learned so far in the business, I would say biggest blessing. Man,
Lesson.
that's a tough question to ask to answer
Well,
for real
well,
because
the
like
biggest lesson.
Lesson.
so many blessings. You know what I mean? I can talk about the lesson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Biggest lesson I learned was make sure you got the right people around you. You feel me? Make sure, yes, make sure you got the right people around you, and make sure you got guys who know what they're doing. You know what I mean? In case you need to figure something out that you don't know what's going on. So the more people got around you who know what they're talking about, you know what I mean? The more fast and the more better you could get things done.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, the boss.
Well, how did you know that you wanted to be an entertainer?
Um, I mean, when I first started music, started recording, because it's a difference between like just rapping with your boys or just having freestyle sessions and going to the studio. So I mean, when I first learned how to rap in the studio was about like a year and a half ago, and my homie from studio, like right in his closet, and we just busting out tracks trying to figure this rap thing out. When I started doing that, that's why I started making music. I just wanted to get back into the field of doing something for yourself. You feel me? And when I was growing, music was you know what I mean, something we always did. Me and my boys growing up in Rhea and Roberts on the Hill District, Pittsburgh, and I wanted to get back into the music. You know what I mean, doing that. So I went to the studio, started rapping, and then started making some good songs, started landing some people, and then that's when the opportunities came, and that's when I first started getting my first performance in Ohio, and then it just went from there. So
Okay.
Well,
like I know all that I've done now with this music thing. I know I just hope if I keep, you know what I mean, put my best out there, you feel me, when it comes to music performing, you know what I mean, everything will fall in place.
well, how did you come up with your name, Primo?
Yeah, yeah.
You hear me or?
Thank you. How did you come up with your name, Primo?
Everything good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had asked you, how did you come up with your name, Primo?
It was about like a year ago.
Hey, Primo, we gonna need to possibly go ahead and reschedule because your connection is pretty bad.